Okay, on air. Hello there, and welcome to the first open party stream of Fallout 4. I'm here with Sam, just as someone who joined me first. How are you doing, Sam?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
I'm good. Oversight, I never actually played Fallout 4, so we're gonna fix that
It is
now.
a shame.
Mods. What's mods?
Is this memes?
Like, I played it for like an hour or so on PC, but I never played it for any length of time. Any meaningful length of time, I mean. So let's get going. Loading. Huh. So, how you doing, Sam?
Oh, I'm great. I'm good. Just, the baby and the wife are asleep right next to me. You might hear them snoring here and there, but...
Yeah. Bethesda Game Studios presents Fallout 4.
War. War never changes.
Yes, it does.
In the year 1945, my great-great-grandfather, serving in the army, wondered when he'd get to go home to his wife and the son he'd never seen. He got his wish when the U.S. ended World War II by dropping atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The world awaited Armageddon. Instead, something miraculous happened. We began to use atomic energy not as a weapon, but as a nearly limitless source of power. People enjoyed luxuries once thought the realm of science fiction. Domestic robots, fusion-powered cars, portable computers. But then, in the 21st century, people awoke from the American dream. Years of consumption led to shortages of every major resource.
Oh, you're free to invite people on this party, right? Because it's not private.
Peace.
Yeah, I should be able to promote too. Hold on, let's have a look.
Feel free to do so
Is
if
now
you
the year
see someone who...
2077.
There's no one really online, to be perfectly honest with you.
And I am afraid. For myself. For my wife. For my infant son. Because if my time in the army taught me one thing. It's that war never changes.
It does, though.
Hello.
Ah, Jack, welcome.
Welcome.
But we're trying an open stream
War
today,
never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead at the
Yeah.
so basically anyone can jump on in.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Would everyone mind just being silent for a good few minutes? I'm trying to see if the YouTube video works.
All right. I'll go ahead and...
I believe it does. It was very quiet earlier.
Right. So, how how are we going to make this character look?
Try and make him look like you. That's what I'd do anyway.
Alright, face R2. Well, that doesn't look a thing like me. Well, we could try and make Waluigi.
You're that.
Wow!
You'll have to make that noise every time you do something Waluigi would do, though. Could be an entertaining gimmick.
Sam, how do you reckon, what do you reckon we should do?
I don't know. I mean, really, just go with whatever you want. I know that doesn't give you much to work with, but
Well, you suggested the Waluigi, so go with that.
No, I don't
I mean,
think
I've made a suggestion, but it doesn't matter because it's your game.
Now, go on, let's just decide on a hairstyle. What dear? Pompadour.
Not that my opinion is relevant in this instance, but whenever I'm playing a role-play game, I either decide to make it in my image as best I can, or I try and make it appropriate to the storyline.
Perhaps we should have installed some mods.
Don't get me started on mods. I was playing Star Wars Empire at War earlier, got heavily frustrated. Someone created a mod that is highly interesting, very good for playing on the space mode, but for space battles. But when it comes to land engagements, they made it so that everyone has unlimited range, so you can be shot and killed before you've even got close enough to your opponent for it to be interesting.
Oh, let's make Hugh Laurie.
I mean, Darth Vader. Rebels killed Darth Vader within 5 seconds of the match actually starting, and he was too far away to do anything about it.
How did they manage that?
Oh, simple, the mod. It made it so that Vader could have been shot anywhere on the map.
Right? You know, we're going to have him in power armor for most time anyway. It doesn't really matter what he looks like.
Excellent point. Still, you may have to consider there may be some occasions where it would be appropriate that you not have the power armor on. You never know.
Why don't you see if breakfast is ready?
Bloody Nora.
I mean, you don't plan on taking a shower in the power armor, do you?
Sean!
Is that his name?
Yep.
Okay.
Wonder what Sean will grow up to be.
Wonder how many others are going to join us.
Well, it depends on how many. Anyone on any of our friends list can, I think. Good morning, Codsworth.
Before I don't know if it's going to happen, but before he messages us, I would like to ask the question, Ollie. Is Seb going to be at Alcon?
I think so.
Oh.
Hey, Codsworth.
Jack, we probably won't see each other other than the common events we go to. And then the focus will be on the guests and not us. It will be fine.
Every time someone says it will be fine, it never is. Haven't you watched a horror movie?
Oh, those things are dumb.
Hey, hon.
We should take Kyle to get him serviced. You think?
What if he doesn't want to be serviced?
Look at the film Dead Silence. Of course it's not over yet. All you did was destroy her puppet.
Can you get that? It's probably that salesman. Absolutely unbelievable.
What?
Good morning. Vault-Tec calling.
Good morning.
Isn't it? Just look at that sky out there.
Oh, I should have.
You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
Right, so how should I respond? Urgency? I'm here now, not right now, or glad you're here.
I'm here now.
I'm here now.
Yep.
I'm here now, I agree.
So you are.
Yep.
Now, I know you're a busy fellow, so I won't take
I mean,
up much of your time.
my dad's usual answer towards salespeople is, "I'm not here," but there you go.
Precious commodity. I'm here today to tell you that because of your family service to our country, you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local vault. Vault 111.
Okay, now what? I might be able to catch up.
Are you feeling all right, sir?
I'm thinking go away. What do you think, Sam?
I mean,
This is important to the plot, so I know what's going on, so it's difficult to say.
Hello?
the bombs are about to fall, aren't they?
Well, it wouldn't be much of a Fallout game if it didn't.
Sounds great.
Oh, it is. Believe you me. Now, you're already cleared for entrance in the unforeseen event of I guess you could say
Game volume's not very loud on YouTube.
Shall I fix that? Let's audio mix. Yeah, it is weighted pretty heavily towards the party audio. Hold on. Adjust audio mix. How is that? How's that?
Tell me more about this vault.
Oh, it has all the amenities of the modern home, I assure you. Not to mention total protection from
Still a bit
nuclear
quiet.
radiation and hostile mutants. A better future underground.
Let's see.
Did he say a better future underground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he came by my door, I'd say yes. A better future underground sounds very nice. Get away from the sun.
It's It's not only our mission, it's our passion.
Last few days, I've been thinking Mr. Burns might have had a point about blocking it out.
Sure, let's do it.
Splendid! Splendid. Now, let's see.
I'm going to do the next best thing. Block it out.
Yeah.
Think of it,
Right.
Smithers.
Special stats. Sam, you're probably more equipped to tell us than anyone else here.
Well, the thing is, each one does different things, clearly. Strength deals with, obviously, the stuff you can carry and stuff. Your
Well, we'll need a
perception...
few
well,
points in there.
I'd say luck is more of an arbitrary stat, or at least it always has been in the Fallout games. Mainly because it just affects weird things, like in the first game, it affected the whole Doctor Who thing.
Right. Okay,
So,
so
your endurance is obviously going to affect your health. Your charisma is going to deal with how much you talk to people. Your intelligence will also affect the more sciencey things. Your agility will affect your VATs.
intelligence affects experience, so I would prioritise that so that you can beef up all the others if you need to.
Good idea.
Okay, I've got 5 agility, 8 intelligence, 5 endurance, 5 strength. The rest can go into 7 intelligence. Perception. VATS is important, so I'm going to have to... This is hard. You've got to balance a lot of stuff. So, how does this look to you, Sam? 5, 4, 5, 1, 7, 5, 1. Like,
I'd still say you need some point. I'd say take some points from your intelligence. You need some charisma, believe me. Charisma. I know it can be seen as something that breaks the entire game,
all right,
but trust me, it's good. It's worth it.
Even the great Darth Revan, who was once a great RPG character, wasn't much without his ability to lead people.
All right, I'll get charisma up to 5, and everything else apart from luck is either at 5 or 4. How does that sound?
Okay.
How much is he going to need agility?
Agility is important. There's an auto-aiming system that's also for sick-ass kill cam shots that is governed by agility that we will be using a lot if I remember my Fallout, so agility is important. Strength, so that we can hoard things. Raw physical power and the damage of melee attacks. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. And name, what shall we name this man?
Bob.
Bob. And last name? Robertson.
I was going to say Bobbington, but alright.
No, Bobbington is... Well, like, Sam, what do you reckon? Bob alright? Or shall we name him Striker McDeathkill?
If you can fit Striker McDeathkill in there, you're more than welcome to it.
No.
You could always go with that max ammo you suggested a while back when we were playing Call of Duty Black Ops.
Max ammo.
Jake Bullet.
Jake Bullet. And you just... Had it occurred to you, Mr. Bullets, that the Cybernautics Division is in charge of traffic control, and you just happen to have a rather silly macho name?
Yes, yes, sir. That really should have occurred to me.
I named a villain on DC Universe Online Max Havoc. It seemed like a decent name.
Why not just call him Major Pain?
Because that's the name of a movie.
That also had Bam Bam Bigelow in.
How about General Lee Badass? Do you get it?
I don't know if we can fit that all in the thing. Yeah, I get it. But right. So we need to come to a consensus here. What should we call this man?
Well, which name do you think sounds the best out of what's been suggested? I've suggested Bob Robertson. I've suggested Bob. You've suggested Bob Robertson. I've suggested Max Ammo. Sam suggested Jake Bullock. Bullet, rather.
That was more of a joke. Jake
I'm
Bullet.
thinking.
Well, they can sit on their fat asses and squeal.
And swivel till they squeal like pigs on a honeymoon. Do we want a comedy name, a straight-faced name, or a ridiculously macho name?
Anything is stupid. Anything is stupid to me, so why not? Let's just have fun with. I still think we should have some fun with this. But calling him Ollie McDeathkill, well.
Yeah. That was the name of my evil character in Fallout 3. Oh, we should. Is this going to be a good playthrough or an evil playthrough?
We'll have time to decide that as we're playing, I think.
Yeah. We have all the time in the world. All I know in this one is the factions are a bit different in this one.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you've got to join a faction by the end. That's going to be the more annoying one.
Right. So we can't
You've
just
got-
be the lone wanderer.
No, you've got to choose to either be a member of the Brotherhood of Steel, a member of the Minutemen, who are basically a bunch of people wearing old-fashioned coats and shooting people with laser muskets, the Railroad, who are an underground group of people who do a lot of old American-style, group things, and then there's the Institute, which is like a extremely high-tech civilization that builds robot people.
What about Aggro Jones? No.
Aggro Jones.
Sounds like someone out of Star Wars Old Republic.
The nickname
call
of someone
somebody who
who's
does that-
very irritable.
If you're gonna do that, Ollie, you might as well call him Leroy Jenkins.
Shall we call him Leroy Jenkins?
If that's what you want.
Sam, what do you reckon? Or do you prefer Aggro Jones?
If we have to put Leroy Jenkins, it hasn't been used in years, so I think we can get away with it.
Is that a consensus on Leroy Jenkins?
I don't know. Nowadays, I'm thinking the most aggravating person I know is probably me.
Alright, yeah, Leroy Jenkins it is then.
Wonderful. That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. It's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and Sean.
What do you think, Sam? Do you want to be the good guy standing on his left shoulder and I'll be the villain? The villain standing on his other?
But I'm chaotic neutral, so I don't really have a moral standpoint. Though it's more like it's more like that scene from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back where the devil comes back and tells Jay to fuck that woman, and then then another devil appears and goes, "Here's where the angel should turn up and tell you not to do anything bad, but we just bitch slapped him, so now it's smooth sailing."
Well, me, I'm lawful evil, so I'll be telling Ollie to do ruthless things that aren't potentially good things to do, but are justified by the ends rather than the methods.
So basically Christian. Yeah, that works.
If you like. I consider
Well,
myself a Christian.
I consider Christians, you know, lawfully evil.
I think that's a debate for, I don't know.
That's a debate for another time, and unfortunately, we lack the coffee.
That's a debate for a philosophy podcast, and we're not running one.
And Kofi Kingston's already eaten all said coffee.
Yeah. Well, he is the guy.
Oh yeah, you really need to see that Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
Yeah. He is the guy, and he has done it in the WWE.
The heart of the cards is forcing me to summon these cards from my pocket. You're cheating. I just caught you cheating. No, you didn't. Got proof? And just puts up a video to show him getting the cards out of his pockets.
Oh, Sean!
All the while, Taya is doing various jokes. Well, various drugs.
How are the two most important men in my life doing? Spin them over a bit. He loves that.
Yeah.
Why do you shout every time you see the child? Are you trying to wake him up?
Yeah, believe me, Ollie, screaming at the child does not help you.
Know that from experience, do you?
No, it's just a thing that I've been told. Apparently that doesn't do a damn thing. Also, Raditz did it, remember?
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Shut up! Shut up! Why isn't screaming at you making you quiet?
What's wrong?
I think he got his attention when he said, "You just knocked the stuffings out of your old Uncle Raditz." He made himself sound so familiar, despite how angry he must have been.
We at Team Forza do not condone child violence. We do, however, find it hilarious.
You have no idea how much trouble I'll be in if he dies. Well, sucks to be you.
Full Nelson!
Oh, flashes.
That's never gonna work on me. I'm Raditz. Okay, let's go.
Oh, I'll send you a message,
Oh,
alright.
Kaiser Neko has spoken on the hiatus, and he's, well, I won't say released a statement, he did a Twitter thread explaining his position on everything. The future of Dragon Ball Z Abridged will be announced when episode 60 comes out this summer. And episode 6, oh, to the vault! To the vault! Episode 60 is going to be like an hour and a half long.
You know it's going to... Hey, Ollie, you know what would be ultimate irony? If you get to the vault and that guy in the yellow jacket can't get in.
Yeah. That would be ironic. It's a pretty good looking game, isn't it?
Which are you, Ollie? Are you chaotic,
I see myself
Are you chaotic good?
I see myself as chaotic good, yes.
Two chaotics and one lawful. Oh well, I've had better odds.
This is how Shin Megami Tensei fucked up the future.
Infant, adult male.
Look, he can't get in.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
And now he's running away from the vault.
God help us all.
What's gonna happen to all those people outside the
Doing
gate?
everything we can. Now keep moving.
Apparently you're allowed in.
Yeah, you're allowed in because you literally just did that thing on that day.
Step on the platform.
Very convenient, Ollie. Can you imagine if the bonds started going and you went, okay, I'll sign up.
I had two watching earlier, now down to one, and I believe it's me, so no one's really watching right now.
We love you too.
But I'm here.
Oh my god!
Are you watching on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hold on.
that's strange.
There's no annoying restriction on the comments on this game, to my knowledge.
And Ollie, think about it, this is literally the beginning of the Fallout timeline. As much as Bethesda fucked up the entire point of what Fallout was,
Yeah.
You know, still the earliest part in the timeline. I still maintain the first and second ones are the best in terms of story and the dark humour.
Yeah. Oh my God, Sam, did you hear?
We did it. We made it.
Guess
What?
what's getting a sequel?
What?
Everyone, please step off the elevator.
Super Seducer.
Proceed up the stairs in an orderly fashion.
Oh,
No
for
need to hurry,
fuck's...
folks.
You mean the game that was already so bad that it wasn't released on the PS4?
Yeah.
Better future.
The game that even the PS4 wouldn't touch.
Yes, up the stairs.
Yeah.
Do you guys know that the Karate Kid is getting a continuation to its saga?
I did not know that. Like, well, you messaged me earlier. I did read it. But...
Everyone, just
Hell is the point?
head through the door there.
Well, I find it interesting to see what those two boys grew up to be.
Well, is this the
Sweep the
Jaden
leg.
Smith version or the Ralph Macchio version?
I believe it's a follow-on of the first film.
Over to the table, take a seat. Just this
Well,
way.
And he has to fight that blonde kid at the end,
Here you are.
and he kicks him in the face.
but there were 2 sequels to that already in the 80s.
Just follow the doctor.
Well, it's a follow-on of that first film, so I think the sequels are irrelevant at this point.
Like, because they made a not very good remake starring Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan.
This is
I think we can ignore that.
not that the others
Yeah.
mind you.
Because
Please let us. Please
think
let us
Miss-
forget that.
I think Mr. Miyagi's dead, so
You can't have it without Mr. Miyagi.
How long do you think we'll be down?
Oh, we'll be going over all that in orientation.
Welcome to the vault. It's... Thankfully, you won't be going up to look for a water chip or a geck in this one.
Yes, I believe it's going to be an American television series called Cobra Kai.
Step into the chamber.
oh, so it could be a reboot.
Okay.
Hmm.
Daddy's right here. See?
Well, they've got
Honey.
William Zabka and Ralph Macchio. I don't know if those names mean anything to you.
Sorry?
William Zabka and Ralph Macchio. I don't know if that means anything to you.
Oh, Ralph Macchio's in it.
Yeah,
Oh, then it's definitely a
Playing
continuation.
playing Daniel LaRusso.
Oh, it is a continuation of the original one. Okay, that's cool. So Daniel
William-
sounds all grown up.
He is all grown up. He's running a company.
Hmm.
William
Ah.
Zabka is playing Johnny Lawrence, the boy he kicked in the face at the end of the first film. He's opening up a karate school so that kids can protect themselves from bullies. He's actually
Ah.
become a bit of a good guy now.
No, at the beginning of the second one, his sensei turned on him for losing and tried to choke him out. I mean, that's got to send some kind of a message.
You
it's a
have
good job
failed
that-
me for the last time.
Cryogenic freezing. Warm liquid goo phase beginning.
Cryogenic freezing. That'd be perfect for this heat wave, don't you think?
Yeah.
And according to Homer Simpson, an old folks' home. You know, I didn't play the Avatar game. I'm wondering, was it any good? I don't think it was.
What, the James Cameron's Avatar game?
Yeah.
I never played it. They don't make movie tie-in games anymore. I wish they would.
His name is James Cameron, explorer of the sea.
Oh, crap.
Was the baby
I guess
frozen
this-
to
I
her
guess this-
arms?
I guess this is the...
Oh dear.
This, I guess this is technically how you define messy divorce.
Oh.
Consider that a
Sorry.
divorce.
No, I think mine was funny.
I'm sorry, I should at least try to be dramatic. No!
Very good, Ollie. A bit late, but very good.
Delayed
she's already
reaction.
dead.
Delayed reaction, cryogenic freezing.
Okay, fair enough.
And she never, and to be fair, in life, she never really did get that you to give her a shot in the mouth.
Do you remember that scene in Agents of S.P.E.C.I.A.L where Ada kills Dr. Radcliffe and shoves him into the framework? That's what this reminds me of.
There has to be a release!
I liked it when Radcliffe passed on at the end of that series, and he has this glass of scotch that he never gets a chance to drink.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah. Shame John Hannah had to die. I like him. He should be in more stuff.
It's always a shame when he dies, even in Spartacus when he played that dickhead.
Well, he was the funniest part of the show.
When he wasn't swearing.
Especially when he was swearing.
I have issues with swearing, otherwise I'd probably agree with you.
I didn't know he was Scottish, right? So when I found that out, and I went back and looked at the Mummy movies, you notice that his Scottish accent slips out now and then.
Yeah, I love John Hannah.
Do you remember A Touch of Cloth?
Yes, from the whole touch of cloth thing.
Jack, did you see A Touch of Cloth?
The
It's
name
more
doesn't
than
ring a bell.
It's unlikely he did.
You have to watch it. It's like it's a parody of cop TV shows, but
It's most detective shows mainly, but
yeah, starring John Hannah, and it's so funny.
Why do people say have to? I don't have to do anything.
Okay, I strongly recommend that you do. You don't have to. I strongly recommend that you do. Is that better?
Yeah, I mean, I think there was this video I watched where someone's doing terrible impressions of teenage girls who like Twilight, and he says, Twilight is the best book ever. You have to read it.
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
I just punched a giant roach to death. Well, one punch. Transfer. What?
He punched demons to death.
One punch. Is there a third-person camera in this? There must be. Oh, that must have been the hard.
Look, Ollie, hit things with your baton.
Yeah.
Well, we all know what people say about having the biggest stick.
Take that, coffee
They're
cup.
usually using it as some kind of sex toy because they're weirdos.
Take that, beer bottle. Take that, other coffee cup. Take
This
that,
is
steel
Fallout.
folding chair.
Oh, sorry, I spoilt it.
No. No, you did the opposite of that. You picked up on the reference.
I suppose what you probably should have said was, take this!
Why did I even take the radroach meat? I don't need it. It's useless.
Maybe you like that sort of meat.
I don't care for bug meat.
Have you tried it?
I suppose not. Isn't that like a common snack in, Vietnam or something? Where did they go on that Top Gear special with the motorbikes? That was
You're
Vietnam,
cutting out
wasn't
a
it?
bit. Yes. In Vietnam, you could get snake. Snake salad, snake soup, still beating snake heart. Vodka with snake blood or vodka with snake bile.
Stim packs. Those are basically med kits for those uninitiated.
Is this all that's left?
I can still hear Jeremy Clarkson saying, "It'll be delicious." It'll taste just like chicken, and Hammond goes, well, I'll have chicken then!
Ah, I have a gun now. I feel a lot...
Good.
Now I feel a
we
lot
can
safer.
Good. We can kill ourselves now.
Can you dual
Well,
wield
you have just
10mm pistols?
Well, you have lost your wife, so you don't necessarily have a reason to live.
Apart from maybe a kid.
Who they've taken. Like, I don't even know how long I was frozen for. Like, my kid could have died of old age by now.
True enough.
Or he could be so old by now that he basically runs his own corporation. And then you meet him. Then you meet him, and suddenly he's like older than you. And then he looks down on you and calls you whippersnapper. And you're like, I'm your dad. No, yeah, but I'm like 20 years older than you, so fuck you.
Don't have any bobby pins.
I wonder if I can find a bobby pin.
I still remember that weird episode of Torchwood where those people had been sent further into time, and that guy went to visit his son, and he's an old man. And not just old, he was senile, couldn't remember anything. Oof.
Beryl, we need salt to fight off dementia.
Oh yeah. Where's the terminal then? Well, that's a terminal. Welcome to Robco Industries Termlink. Vault 111 Overseer.
One of the favourite lines I've heard in one of my old childhood TV shows, your situation matches your location. Terminal!
Let's go out and let's hope that the world still isn't, you know, infested with, you know, mutated shit. Oh god, imagine if you left the vault and suddenly everything is okay and everyone's, you know, living in a peaceful utopia and you're like, dear god, these bastards are asking for it, and he starts shooting everyone.
How is it you guys woke up in a paradise and I woke up surrounded by bugs and a dead wife?
Ollie, can't you use the VAT system to shoot him?
I forget how!
You just twatted it with your gun.
Yeah.
Just pistol whipped it.
Pistol whip?
Pistol whip.
Take that, you shit ass.
How do you VATS?
I can't remember.
Are you saying that because you want to encourage him to figure it out on his own, or do you genuinely not remember?
I have not played Fallout 4 in over a year.
Fair enough.
Hell, I forgot you could pistol whip things. But then again, I also got the DLC really cheap from a Sony promotion.
I met this really talented Fallout cosplayer when I was in London last fortnight.
Is anyone alive?
Hmm?
Did anyone get out?
Who was he cosplaying?
I think he was cosplaying character with various weapons. I do remember his battle cry though.
What was it?
I can't do a demonstration, I'm not him.
Oh, look, it's a Pit Boy.
Describe it.
I'm not sure I got it recorded.
Ah, yes, the Pit Boy.
can you dual wield?
Oh,
That's what I'm
but
interested in.
can you use this thing, Ollie? The question is, can you use this thing to play a card game?
If not, why not?
Indeed.
You have to
I'm
make a
still
cool
waiting.
dual disc.
I'm still waiting for them to create a VR Yu-Gi-Oh game or a VR Dungeons and Dragons.
That
Oh
would be
God,
amazing.
I remember my first D&D experience. The guy, me and all the other guys, one of them was being an asshole, so the DM had him raped by Henry Hoovers.
Hmm.
Good
How did he
times.
feel about that?
He actually developed a fear of Henry Hoovers from that day on.
Oh.
He was over you. He kept rolling the dice to throw us over our characters over a fence for no adequately explained reason. And when he was told to stop it, he wouldn't. So the DM went fine and sent an army of Henry Hoovers, most of which sodomized him.
Thing is, I know who you're talking about.
I know you do.
Who was it? Was it Seb?
No, it wasn't Seb.
Oh,
This was at
I was hoping I
college.
could use that. I was hoping I could use that against him one day.
Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please stand back.
I'm trying to remember what Del Boy and Rodney said about the how the world would be after the end of the world. Roaming mobs of mutants, vacant subforms trudging through the ruins of society.
Right, are we happy with that? Yeah, let's just exit the vault.
Enjoy your return to the surface, and thank you for choosing Vault Tech.
Go, bird person.
Bird person!
Safe house didn't do your
No!
wife much good. Can't say I'm all that grateful.
Well, at least you know no one's going to nick a corpse. And she is technically buried underground.
Yep.
Hell, the vault's pretty much a mausoleum.
Or at least it is now.
Also, funny how this vault door is dramatically different to all the other vaults.
This is
Yeah.
no vault. It's a tomb.
By the time you awaken, you'll be imprisoned in my mausoleum forever.
He always did like that.
Which is a callback to, of course, to an Edgar Allan Poe story and also a weird episode of Thomas the Tank Engine.
He always did like that mausoleum. Put him in it.
Scream all you want, you're just wasting precious oxygen.
Have you ever noticed that Mr. Burns is probably the only character who has his own signature music? He's got that ominous theme whenever he does something or talks about something in an evil way. And
Yeah, I kind of think that's the point.
there were 3 episodes where he got his introduction to the Imperial March theme.
What was I laughing at again? Oh yes, that crippled Irishman. Yeah, that was inserted after Finn Balor broke his arm in WWE.
We'll take the spruce moose. Hop in. But sir, that's... I said hop in.
Wink.
It's really you.
When he made fun of you two, they threw a spoon at him. Ow, wankers!
What happened to the world?
Well, sir,
Smithers, release the cow.
besides our geraniums,
Everything is dead, Dave. Oh my God, he does look like Hugh Laurie.
things have been dreadfully dull.
Now we just need Codsworth to be voiced by Stephen
So
Fry.
much more exciting with you and Mrs. Beck. Where is your better half?
Worry, calm down, please. All that's happened is the world has ended. Everything's fine. It's just everybody's dead now.
They killed her.
Sir, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction from this dire mood. It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers or charades. Sean does so love that game. Is the lad with you?
Sir, supposed to turn off the mic. Oh, son of a...
Sean's been kidnapped. And I'm going to find him. I'm going to get my son back.
It's worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced
yes.
paranoia. Not eating properly.
More people to join my ever-growing army of the dead.
Sir, supposed to turn the mic off.
Oh, son of a...
He's been frozen for 200 years.
A bit over 210, actually. So
Well, that's not
your
too
robot's
bad.
Your robot's looking particularly well for wear.
Yeah.
Well, everything in this world, from what I understand, history went down a different path in the Fallout universe. They glorified the 50s to a ridiculous degree and used nuclear power to literally power everything. This backfired and caused a resource war, which, got the bombs launched in the first place.
Much like the Crimson Skies game I used to play when I was a child.
Hmm.
They had Zeppelins back in that game.
Well, in this one, everything is powered by nuclear power. It's just that after a certain point, the resources got harder and harder to maintain, so the US government went to war with China, a war that literally lasted an hour because they nuked each other.
So
Most of the
remember,
government-
children, nuclear power is your friend, and so is Monty Burns.
And of course, the United States government went off and hid on an oil rig,
Of course they did.
where they spent the next few centuries inbreeding, to preserve what they called the only remnants of the human race left.
Sounds very...
China
Sorry,
was
go
pretty
on.
much nukes into oblivion, so it has nothing. The European Union fell to pieces and started warring with itself. Canada was annexed and taken over by the Chinese and then reclaimed by the United States. And then a couple of the United States military branched off and became what's called the Brotherhood of Steel.
Why, the communists, of course. The Russians and the Chinese.
Codsworth, buddy. I don't think the Reds are going to be a problem.
I have an idea. Let's search the neighborhood together. After all, the Mrs. and young Sean, they're my family too.
Of course, if Tony Stark was around, they'd probably call it the Brotherhood of Iron.
Are you sure you're holding up okay?
There are people who have modified the game to actually turn the power armor into, well, Iron Man. Although there is a downside to the power armor in this game.
No one to serve. I spent
You need power cells just to keep the thing running.
years trying to keep the floors waxed. Nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Nothing. And don't
Say, Ollie, I'm actually on a hunt these days for most of the Leslie Nielsen movies. I'm trying to
Yeah.
make sure I don't forget. I am trying to make sure I don't forget which ones exist.
Let's see, there's obviously the Naked Gun ones.
Naked Gun, clearly. Then there's that one, the one movie of Aeroplane. I remember there was Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Yeah, great film.
It is, it is. And repossessed.
Repossessed. Yep.
Yep. Ah. Spy hard.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
wrongfully accused.
I suppose there was what was that? Stan Helsing he was in, but
Oh yeah,
barely.
he was in Stan Helsing. Yeah, he was in most of the Scary Movie parodies. Well, the latter ones at least.
Aren't all the Scary Movies parodies? I mean, can you call them Scary Movie parodies if they're parodies to begin
I
with?
suppose not.
There's nothing left here. It's all gone.
Well, if you wish to venture to paths unknown, I won't stop you. I shall guard the neighborhood in your absence.
Unless we meet Mr. President. It's happening! You'll never take me alive!
Couple of bottle caps. Bottle caps are the currency in Fallout, by the way, for anyone unaware.
God, Ollie, if only you'd saved all those ones you kept in your drawer, you could have probably done what that guy did and used the bottle caps to actually get a copy.
I don't think that's going to work again.
Not again. I mean, the new Fallout game, people are already concerned about it before it even comes out, but...
Well, I didn't hoard bottle caps. It was tabs from soda cans.
Codsworth.
Mr. Jenkins, give me
The Tesco I get my shopping from, they have meal
Wait,
deals
hold
where
on.
you can get...
He called him
Go
Mr.
on.
Jenkins.
so soon.
That's...
Yeah.
I said,
Hey,
It can... Oh yeah, I forgot. Codsworth is programmed... In the games, his AI is programmed to recognise certain words.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah. Cool.
Have you seen anything dangerous?
oh, just the usual, sir. Pesky neighborhood dog.
He does look like Hugh Laurie. Tally ho with a bing and a bang and a buzz, buzz, buzz.
all right. Lead the way.
Out to serve, sir.
I think it's a good job we didn't use a surname that's a swear word then.
What's all found
Mr. Cuffs. He bitch
Looked like you
slapped
were
that.
operating the robot then.
He bitch slapped it away with a buzzsaw.
Good old Mr.
That's one
Handy
way to
Robots.
shoo someone away, I think.
We need more robots with buzzsaws in them.
As long as Asimov's
That's it.
laws of robotics are observed, I have no problem with that.
Well,
a
yeah,
bear with
when,
a chainsaw. Now that's a killing machine.
well, yeah, the second we start giving them Asimov's laws of robotics is kind of when Mega Man X kind of went to shit.
Also, let's not forget the lessons learned from the Detroit game. Which I'd like to ask when Ollie would like to rejoin on my stream.
city? Concord is nearby, and, well, the people there have only shot me a few times.
Thanks for your help, Codsworth.
Good luck, sir. You'll find on shore. I know you will. I shall remain here to secure the hope.
See ya, Codsworth.
I wonder if you use the surname Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, would the robot still have repeated that?
I doubt it, but it's not impossible. Ah, God, the water's irradiated. Yeah. That's not what I meant to do. And
Chemical
now
weapons that attack your nervous system and leave you writhing in agony like a worm in bleach. Bit like
Yeah,
you after a curry, you mean?
these games really didn't do the radiation thing the justice it was meant to be. In the original games, it was like a painful, horrible death.
Really?
I've probably asked you guys this once before, but what would you do if you walked home, and when you got in, you heard a ticking sound, and when you find out where it's coming from, you realise that it's a fully functioning Geiger counter?
I'd go, I wonder if I can get superpowers from this.
Oh,
Or,
look.
well, at least I've already had one child.
What are you doing out here all by yourself?
I'm sterile, right, Marge? Yes, dear. From the power plant. Sweet.
Ooh, dog
Oh,
meat!
look, it's a dog.
Let's stick together.
Mash up his little face and call him Chips. I'm not going to pick up any junk until I have cause to believe it is useful.
Well, crafting is kind of part of this game's charm and stuff, apparently, so...
One man's junk is another man's not junk.
Looks like I have a dog now. Doggo.
Yeah, you can send your companions off to do other things as well. Like, you get settlements in this game, you can literally have him just stay there. I mean, he can't die, thank God.
Whoa, fuck!
Can you eat the dog?
No. How dare you even suggest such a thing?
Well, I think they do it in Vietnam, or at least Jeremy Clarkson does.
Jeremy Clarkson's an asshole, so of course he eats
Yes, I know
dogs.
that. He did when at least he thought he did in Vietnam. He ate something, didn't quite know what it was. After taking a bite, he thought maybe the noise it made when it was alive was ruff, ruff. But it's delicious. I think their funniest food analysis was in the Middle East special when Hammond thought they were having lamb. Turns out that what they were having was the severed head of a lamb. It's staring at them as it's dead, and he's just still, I'm in a horror film, I'm in a horror film.
Oh, that's how you vats. Get away from my dog. Good boy. Can you name the dog?
I don't know, usually it's just called dog meat.
Oh, you actually see them using the stim packs in this one.
Just like the crack addicts of old.
You've reached level 2. Level up. So, what should we level up? What stat? Intelligence or perception? Sam, what do you think?
I really don't know. Anything works. You've really got to look at what stats go underneath and what they become.
I'll try intelligence. Oh wait, no, you've oh, that right. That's what you can.
Whilst watching the stream, I'm also doing a raid on Star Wars Old Republic, trying to see if I can.
I don't really understand that leveling system. Gonna have to
Are
get
you
to
supposed
grips
to?
with that. Sorry?
Are you supposed to understand it?
Well, I imagine so. It's the progression system of the character progression system of the game. I'll figure it out.
I hope so, Mr. Johnson, for your sake.
I hear guns. Guns mean people.
People that you can eat.
Unless it's those automated turrets from the Aliens movie.
Shoot him. Shoot him in the dick, Ollie. This is war, and war
that
never
was
changes.
one powerful pistol whip. Leather chest piece and long johns. Well,
You'll go where I go, defile what I defile, eat who I eat.
huh. Put a bit of armor on my vault suit. Or should I just ditch the vault suit? Damage resistant 5. Vault suit is still the strongest thing I've got.
Also, I think it's distinctive. It's not like anyone else was in that vault, right?
No, there were, but they're all dead.
Grab that laser musket and help us, please!
Laser musket. Some more armor. Where's the laser musket he spoke of? Oh, there it is.
I wonder who would win a death battle between Captain Adam and Captain Planet.
As long as Captain Adam threw a load of dirt on him, then, he'd kind of win. really all it would take to defeat Captain Planet.
What? Throw dirt on it?
Yeah, that's his weakness. Literally, if he gets polluted in any way, he'll basically die.
I think dirt is consistent with earth powers, so I don't really know if that would work. I think it would have to be an impure. It has to be impure elements like acid or something.
Fine. We can throw some oil on him.
That would probably work.
That burns my ass.
Forget it, Ted. There's nothing you can do.
Maybe, but Captain Planet can.
Right, so I have a laser musket now.
Cap.
The way I said impure elements, I'm listening that back on the YouTube video. I think I sounded like a right nerd.
Captain Planet.
Is that what I'm
Gotcha.
turning into now that I've been going to Comic Cons?
Captain Planet. Master Bison.
Oh! And that's why I like the VAT system.
Kill 'em all. Don't move or we'll shoot. Go right ahead. Bang, bang, padow, padow,
Padow,
padow.
padow, bang.
Hey, stop making fun of our invisible guns. Bang! Larry, stop it.
I know you're here. Time's up.
Hold still and we'll shoot you.
Don't you mean or?
We know what we said.
Some more armor? Some more leather coatings for me?
Is it better than what you're wearing?
I wasn't wearing anything on the right leg. Like, it's just more leather pads to go over my vault suit. I like that you can do that in this game. You couldn't before.
I am the Senate.
Short pipe bolt action rifle ammo box. I do like this laser musket.
Master Windu.
Ah, buff
Master
outside.
Windu, why'd you come in? We was just about to have some cheese.
It's no use prevaricating about the bush.
You're under arrest, Wallace. Not even Wensleydale.
This is gonna...
Well, if that's the case, you'll be hunted down like, well, a Jedi.
Oh!
Ooh. Blood shampoo and conditioning. Quick, Ollie, check their cadavers.
Check his pulse.
As is your fate in the cheese and the crackers. How did they get Yoda to say that?
That's called sentence mixing. As long as you've
Boom.
got him,
Headshot.
if he made a sound, you can. If he's made every sound in the range of the human mouth, theoretically, you can make him say anything.
I know that, but when did he say that? Make those sounds so that you could put them together.
Do I want to have a gas mask on? No, that's not very protagonist, is it?
Unless, of course, you're talking about Psycho Mantis. Oh no, he was antagonist. What am I saying?
Right. I've got leather pads over all of my vault suit. It's now, I think, an armoured vault suit.
I'm coming in there, and I'm gonna skin every last one of you. Come on, man. They ain't going nowhere. We got other shit to deal with. You hear that? I gotta take a little walk. I'll be back. Okay.
I am the Senate.
Everyone knows I'm the C.
Get off my dog!
How dare you diss my cheese, you little green pest?
Oh no, I've got to switch to another weapon.
After all that work putting into your musket.
Short pipe bolt action rifle, that sounds alright, right?
That sounds like a good step in the right direction. Grub.
Excellent kill shots indeed, Ollie.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minute.
Glad to help.
Well, if that's true, we could use some more goodwill. As you can see, we're in a bit
At
of a mess.
last, now I can eat my cheese. Not if anything to say about it. I have. Wah! Oh!
I have my own problems, Garvey.
Yeah? Like what? You help us, maybe we can help you.
My son Sean's been killed. He's not even a year old.
That's messed up. I'm sorry. I know how this world can be. A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now there are 5. First, it was the ghouls in Lexington, and now this mess.
I think I'm going to turn on subtitles.
I would actually, yeah, it's still hard to hear.
Much to learn, you still have.
Quick save as well.
Sorry.
I wonder if it was purely for the Tutor-Minus technique Yoda used to deflect Count Dooku's lightning that he gave him the basis to say that.
Figured Concord would be a safe place to settle.
Sorry, just a second.
But, well, we do have one idea.
Let's hear it.
Sturgis. Tell him.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet good. We're talking a full suit of Cherry T-45 power armor. Military issue.
Power armor, eh?
What makes that power armor so special?
A West Tech
This
internalized
pleases the
servo
old.
system, that's what.
It does.
Inside that baby, super is the new normal. You'll be stronger, tougher, resistant to rats, and
Does it come in
get the
blue?
suit. You can rip the minigun right off the vertibird. Do that. And those raiders get an
You
express
can
ticket to
customize
hell.
these things, I
Dig?
think.
Well, if you can keep the colour scheme what you're wearing, I think that'd be interesting.
I know, right? Only there's one hitch. Your suit's out of juice. Probably been dry for 100 years. It can be powered up again.
Power armor,
You're a
eh?
bit
Yep,
stuck.
getting some pretty nice scratch too. Scratch,
Scratchy.
eh? Yep. Mod,
I'll help
eh?
if I can.
What you'll need
Oh,
is an
Flanders, he has such bad luck with wives.
standardized fusion core.
Yes.
Your
I think in one of the later episodes it's revealed that Marge eventually married him and then she died.
We know right where to find it.
But we can't get to the damn thing.
They had a
Down in the
compilation of
basement.
clips showing how
Right
various
behind the
characters
security
died.
gate. Look,
Wayland
Wow.
Smithers committed suicide and jumped into one of the chimneys on the power plant.
See what I can do.
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally turned.
Ralph Wiggum became King of England and was then assassinated.
Those raiders will know they picked the wrong fight.
Maggie became a celestial body and never died at all.
Unlock the security gate.
No bobby pins.
Right, I gotta find some bobby pins. Got some bobby pins.
Locked tight. Won't be able to pick this.
I still want to see Ryan Reynolds make a cameo appearance as both himself and Deadpool.
A cameo appearance as both himself and Deadpool.
Yeah.
He already did that in the second movie. Well, the second Deadpool movie, he already did that.
Right, what should we do? I'm starting to get it. Ah! That works for now. Yes!
That's it.
It's a good thing I'm the master of unlocking.
Got it.
It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
Put the fusion core in the power armor. Can do.
Yeah. Yeah, this is how the power armors work now.
So it's not just an apparel like in Fallout 3.
No, it's literally just you climb into it.
Like the AMPs from Avatar?
Sort of. historically, the entire point of the power armor was literally so you had like the power of a tank in one man.
Interesting.
But the Brotherhood of Steel tend to be a group of technology hoarders who hoard all the good technology and don't give it to anyone else.
Oh, why would they?
Well, the variety of reasons as to why they wouldn't, but generally their belief is that the world isn't ready for it, so they're constantly at war with the New California Republic and other factions.
If it were me, I'd have said the world doesn't deserve it.
Pretty much. It's mainly to protect everybody else from, doing what the nuclear war did to the world again.
That's why I did this. To protect you from yourselves. Now, if you don't mind, I have a city to run. Bailiffs, place the mayor under arrest. What? Oh yes, all that stuff I did.
Oh yeah, I need to find a way to get back up. Which way was the staircase again? That's the thing with Bethesda games. The waypoint will tell you the general direction of where you've got to go, but it won't tell you the path to actually get there. Fridge door. I'm taking their food.
Do you think you should?
I don't
I
care.
probably would, because that seems like the ruthless thing to do. You might need it more, they might be dead within the next few days, and it's just not going to get eaten. I mean, waste, that's not right.
Rad X, that seems like something that I would need. You've got to look out for number one. It's a cruel
Or
world.
just yourself.
That's what I meant. Ah, I see.
Ollie, how can you look out for number one? I'm not playing this game right now.
Look at the ego here.
I don't have an ego, Sam. It's literally just acting.
Everyone.
Oh, if only I could believe that.
I'm not allowed to have an ego. The world doesn't let me.
Oh, hello, Nicole. Hello, my sleepy baby.
I did have an ego, but it's been bruised so constantly.
Hello.
It'll do that. Oh, looks like this is it then.
Enter the collector. Well, Ollie, climb in.
Oh.
Do you feel like Iron Man right now?
Little bit, yeah. Wish I had Spotify open with the Iron Man song on it.
Do 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 do.
I think even the AC/DC song "Shoot to Thrill" might be good right now.
Oh, you've got a HUD.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's just cool. Now. Ha!
Why don't you get down here? Show me that fancy gun.
Ollie jumped down.
Not a lot of people can get
Ah!
Give you that.
So you're tearing through these people with, well, a Gatling gun. Superhero landing.
Ah, it's a little too far away. Ah. Da 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 dum.
Are you having fun, Ollie?
Yep. Good boy.
If only you had a power armor for the dog.
Deathclaw!
Holy shit, it's a Deathclaw.
Just be sure to try and kill it the way Quarch killed that Thanator. Come on, come to Papa.
Oh god!
Don't let it kill your dog! I heard a yell.
Health low.
Why are they shooting at you? There's a big Deathclaw in the area.
There we go. I'm taking the hand as a trophy. Well, the Deathclaw was more of a challenge than I anticipated. Hold on. Did my helmet go? Oh, it's broken. I still have it, but it's broken. So how would I repair this?
Take it easy, Mom. You okay?
Fine,
That was a pretty amazing display. I'm just glad you're on our side.
You guys gonna be okay now?
Yeah, for a while anyway. We can at least move someplace. Listen, when we first met, you said you were glad to help. Well, you did. And we owe you our lives. So here. It ain't much, but it's the best way I can say thank you.
Fusion cell and 100 bottle caps.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Well, since you say that, maybe you'll come to Sanctuary with us. We could use your help getting settled there.
All right, darling. I'm in.
Oh, that's wonderful. But there's more to your destiny, isn't there? I've seen it. And I know your pain.
Okay. I'm listening.
Poor man out of time. Out of
The way your head sticks out of that armor, you're reminding me of a character from Samurai Jack.
the sun's energy. He's alive.
Where is my son? Where is Sean?
Oh, I wish I knew, kid. I really do. But it's not like I can see your son. I can just feel his life force, his energy. He's out there. And even I don't need the sight to tell you where you should start looking. The great green jewels
The person you're talking to is Sean. Much has changed.
What's in Diamond City? Is Sean there?
Look, kid, I'm tired of you. Maybe you'll bring me some chems later. The sight will paint a clearer picture.
Look, we talked about this. That jump. It's gonna kill you.
Oh, shush, Preston. We're all gonna die eventually. We're gonna need the sight. And our new friend here, he's gonna need it too. Now let's get going. Sanctuary awaits.
All right, folks. Thanks to our friend here, we'll be safe to move out. Head over that place Mama Merton knows about.
Right then. Oh, one of the arms is broken as well. How do you repair power armor?
Again, it's been a long time. I'm not really that useful when it comes to helping these things. Sorry.
That's okay, Sam. We'll still blame you if anything goes wrong.
If only.
I think there's only been an instance of one game I've played where someone could say I can't blame you and you can't blame me if something goes wrong. My reaction to that was, I think you'll find I can actually.
Right, okay. Join Preston in Sanctuary. Right. Well, I think I'll go to Diamond City first.
Seems like a shiny place to go.
Yep, that seems to be the way. Because I've got to join him in there, which means I can't get there until he does. What happens when your power armor runs out of power?
Then you can't run with it or anything. It just moves really fucking slow.
Right. If I were to get out of it, would I be able to take it with me?
I think you'd have to abandon the frame. So what I'd do is get to Sanctuary and leave it there, because then you can at least fast travel back and it will still be there. No one will steal it, believe me.
Okay. When freedom calls it is, then.
I mean, you can fast travel.
What, to Sanctuary now?
Yeah, you've already been there, so you can fast travel there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that saves us a bit of time, doesn't it?
Indeed it does. Fast travel. Where would I be on Star Wars Old Republic without you?
Everybody in that room is now an
Nowhere fast is
enemy
the
of the
answer to that.
Republic. Run away! Didn't want to work here anyway.
Right, so you aren't allied to this settlement. Can you betray factions later?
I don't particularly see why not, but I don't know if the game will let you.
Because, like, I don't even know the other factions right now.
Hey, I'm glad you decided to come with us. I should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. Pretty nice place she's found for us. I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think?
Yeah, I used to like living here. Before the war.
What do you mean? Before what war? Are you saying...
I lived here over 200 years ago. I was frozen or something for most of it. Just woke up a little while ago.
Damn. Like one of those old pre-war ghouls. You say you were frozen. Anybody else make it out with you?
My son. Somebody took him while I was still trapped. Have you run across anybody with a baby boy?
Damn. I'm sorry. But no, I haven't run across any kidnapped babies. I'll definitely keep an eye out for them. Anyway, I am glad you're here. I hope you don't mind, but I've got another favor to ask. I've had word from a settlement asking for help. They're still hoping there are Minutemen out there. Somewhere. The only chance to start rebuilding the Minutemen is to show people that they can count on us when they need us. Trouble is, I've got my hands full here. Do you think you could go help out the settlement?
Sure, why not?
That's fantastic. The Minutemen could use more people like you. By the way, if you want to help out around here at all, talk to Sturgis. I'm sure he'd be glad for all the help he can get.
What?
Right, what perk do you think we should get? Or should we increase a stat?
Can't really help you on the stat front, Ollie. An
Yeah,
aspect
it's
of
not
this
really my
game.
area.
I'm gonna put points into being a merchant. That's gonna come in handy.
Is it now?
If I remember correctly, these games it normally does. Right, where can I leave my power armor? It's not much good damage, is it? And on that note, how do I actually get out of it?
Have you tried working the shaft?
Classy.
The dog found something. Found what? What did he find?
My old lunchbox! Oh, that Amos Burke made his own rule.
Okay. Hello, Codsworth.
You ask me, freedom's always worth fighting for.
Okay, where is that power armor station again? That would seem the optimal place to leave me power armor. Okay, how do I get out of power armor?
How did you get in it?
I went up to it. Oh. Ah, I see.
By Jove, I believe he's got it.
I'll at least put it in the power armor station if I can. Okay. Ah. I repaired the
What
helmet,
weapons
but
can you... Is there different weapons you can equip to the power armor?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's upgrades and stuff to,
Hey,
fix it up.
do you have a moment? I wanted to thank
No.
you for helping us out in Concord. If only we'd run into you sooner.
Okay, so a settlement needs my help. Charge! Oh, what am I actually using? Oh, I've taken the minigun with me. Should I leave the
Nice.
minigun with the power armor, or should I take it with me?
Take it with you for now. You never know when you might need the bullets.
Okay, I won't equip it right away. Minigun is for when things get real. Wait a minute, I'm still carrying the broken parts of the power armor. That's not good. Cannot be equipped until they are repaired. Damn.
You willing to do some work?
What kind of help do you need?
Well, for starters, we could use some real beds.
Mm-hmm. I'd be glad to help.
Okay. Just make sure we can sleep with a roof over our heads. There's a workbench over there you can use.
Sure.
Building a home away from home, are we?
Yeah, I can't be bothered with this right now.
Ollie, put the bed next to the toilet.
Heh. Okay, we've got... Well, we're near the 2 hour mark, aren't we? What do you reckon, guys?
That's. I think we're in the early stages of the game anyway, so I think maybe calling it now. Well,
Yeah,
I don't think we're going
that
to get anyone
seems
else
like...
in.
Seems like the smart thing to do.
I'd have thought... Well, I guess it wasn't as hectic as you thought it would be, Ollie.
Yeah.
Unless you
Well,
want to stay for
it is a
one...
Sunday. Most people are probably asleep, napping from their lunch.
And hangovers.
Unless you want to stay for one more, Ollie.
No, I'm good. Right, okay. Well, thanks for tuning in. We'll do this again sometime. See you soon.